Good evening and welcome to Sound Generation's 37th Annual Golden Gala Disco Fever. My name is Brittany Blue and I will be serving as your host tonight. We are so excited to be with you once again. While we had hoped to be in person, our priority is always going to be supporting the health and safety of our community. So we are live streaming this event to you from the Grand Hyatt Seattle. We are still going to have a boogie down good time while we celebrate some amazing individuals who have helped us move the mission forward and raise awareness for not only the needs of aging adults and adults with disabilities who can lead a better quality of life, but also the significant contributions our aging neighbors make within our greater community. Sound Generations has been committed to serving this population for the last 54 years. And with your support this evening, we are going to be able to continue to support them on their aging journey through community connections and accessible services for another 54 years. As you know, the pandemic has adversely affected all of us in some capacity. Many people were forced to experience what a lot of older adults face daily: isolation and loneliness. People were able to understand and see how easy it is to slip into depression or worse. The population of older adults in King County is growing and will soon make up 25% of the people that reside in this county. They need each and every one of us now more than ever. While the demand for our services is growing, I have also seen the compassion of our community grow as well, and that's inspiring. This evening, we will take you on a good vibes journey comprised of mission moments and appreciation for those who have paved the way for us. You will be reminded how your gifts tonight can impact the growing number of older adults who have come to depend on your compassion, understanding, and generosity. So whether you are chilling at the pad or chillaxing at a watch party, grab your favorite glass of wine or cocktail, have your mobile device handy, and don't hesitate to say hello in the chat, and we will gladly say hello back. Make sure your dance shoes are near, because we have a little something special planned later on in the festivities. You know we can't have a disco theme without a little bit of disco music. But first, we need to thank our sponsors who have made all this possible this evening. Thank you to our premier sponsors, Microsoft and Amazon. Our signature sponsor, Indian American Community Services. Our key sponsor, Sprague Israel Giles. And tonight's Win the Dream is being brought to you by USI. So make sure your golden ticket is close by. It might be you that needs to make that important call into us later tonight. Additionally, we would like to thank our board of directors who have stepped up and supported us through many pivots and supported the new ways that we conduct business. We appreciate their trust, insights, and partnership in moving the mission forward. Special shout out goes to those who are hosting watch party tonight. So whoop, whoop. Make sure you send us those pics and post them on social with the hashtag Golden Gala SG 2021. And that includes anyone who has decided to dress on theme this evening. We want to see you. And last but definitely not least, our staff and volunteers, whom without none of what we do would be possible. Later on in the evening, you will learn just how integral our volunteers are to the success of our work with older adults. To make sure we all know what it is and how to have a groovy time tonight, I would like to now introduce our man of the hour and fundraising extraordinaire, Nelson J. Take it away, Nelson.
Thank you, Brittany. Great to be here. And thank you at home for spending your Saturday evening, October 2nd, with us. I'm so excited to be here helping Sound Generations raise funds and continue its important mission of serving our aging adult community. Well, we have a terrific night in store, and with your help, we're going to make it over the top. So thank you for spending these few moments with us, and we're super excited. I wanted to remind you that we have an online auction happening right now, and great news, friends, there's also a live auction happening. It's happening tonight during this program. So now's the time to get onto the Greater Giving app and bid. And the easiest way to do that is to visit the bit.ly link, and that's bit.ly/Golden Gala 21, and that link will get you to that bidding platform. And it's very important to let you know that on that bidding platform, we have another way that you can support Sound Generations, and that, of course, is through the button that says, it's kind of like a virtual raise the paddle button, and it says get started, so you click on that, and then inside you have the opportunity to make a special, meaningful gift to Sound Generations. And those gifts we'll talk about later during our virtual raise the paddle, but I wanted to let you know, if you want to get a jump start on that, watch this show on the big screen and then give on the small screen on your phone or your tablet. So once again, that giving address, it's a bit.ly link, bit.ly/Golden Gala 21, and that will get you right to the Greater Giving website. So wanted to let you know that the live auction items are now live. You can hop onto that giving link and you can bid on those auction items. We'll be closing them in just a few minutes, so don't delay, bid today. And when you do that, you're going to be helping Sound Generations. We are also excited to let you know tonight, for those of you that purchased a swag bag, and you know who you are, inside each of those bags, there is a golden ticket. And if your ticket is the winning ticket, then you're going to have an opportunity to pull one of the following 5 items. You can pick from one of the following 5 items. And so those items that you get to pick from with that golden ticket include 7 nights in Cortona, Italy, in the hill country of Tuscany. That would be so much fun. You could perhaps select 7 nights in Palm Springs, California, or perhaps a $750 dining credit at legendary and world-famous Canlis, high atop Lake Union, would be more to your liking. Also, 7 nights in Puerto Vallarta sounds pretty fun, or perhaps 2 nights in the Treehouse Resort. All of those items, all 5 of those, available to select. So we'll draw that lucky golden ticket dream winner a little bit later, and when we do, we'll have instructions for you on how to redeem that. Super excited about that. It'll be a lot of fun. And now what I like to do is bring back my wing woman for tonight. She looks resplendent in her teal and metallic dress, her disco diva dress. Here she is, Brittany.
As I shared earlier, our staff and volunteers are the gas that fuel our operations. They are the share to our sunny. While our volunteer numbers did take a hit, our tried and true and day ones never wavered. Believe it or not, we have some volunteers in several programs who have worked beside us for over a decade. And other programs, if it weren't for the 100+ volunteers they deploy, would be unable to deliver their service. Instead of highlighting just one volunteer this year, we wanted to highlight how vitally important all our volunteers are to the core of our organization. Please enjoy a glimpse of our volunteerism at Sound Generations.
Volunteers are the lifeblood of our mission.
I believe in volunteering. I enjoy meeting everybody that walks in and being able to greet them, and makes my morning better.
I think a lot of volunteers feel like they're giving back to the community when they volunteer.
As volunteers come in here and come help us out, what they're bringing to us really is that piece of community.
At Sound Generations, we provide food security, transportation, health and wellness, and assistance services to older adults and adults with disabilities throughout Kane County. And we would not be able to do this if it wasn't for the assistance of our volunteers. We have about 180 staff members, but we have over 1,000 volunteers that are working tirelessly to ensure we're able to meet those expectations. We would like to share with you a little bit more about who those volunteers are and what they do.
As we entered the pandemic and the world shut down, while there was great wisdom in asking us to stay home and creating mandates for those 65 and older to stay home, the most vulnerable population, didn't have time to be thought out. Sound Generations quickly leaped to the opportunity to assist. The senior centers began providing emergency groceries, delivering meals. It became more than just nutrition, though, their social work program, and also mental health services. Fear, anxiety, loneliness have been so prevalent in the older populations. We have adults that still have not left their apartments for over a year, and Sound Generations has saw to it that they be the #1 provider of assistance to those in need at this time.
Volunteers are super critical to both Sound Generations and the Senior Center of West Seattle because we can't do our work without them. We have 5 or more volunteers that come and help every day in our kitchen. We have volunteers at our front desk, and we also have our thrift store downstairs, and without those volunteers helping us out, the thrift store wouldn't run. The program we need the most support for actually is to pay for the staff. So we can get money for food, materials, and things like that, but what we don't ever get is money just for basic operations.
I think it's important to step in here because of the staffing issues. A lot of the volunteers couldn't be here, and so what we provided was consistent people who learned it once, know how to follow orders, know how to execute those orders.
Why did I decide to volunteer for seniors? One of the reasons is my parents are in Japan. I cannot see them, especially in the last year and a half. And interacting with people in the same age group as my parents kind of makes me feel like helping them as well.
We're a staff of 10 or 11 people on a good day, but we are hundreds and hundreds of volunteers, both inside this building and out in the community. So volunteers are the lifeblood of our mission. We are not able to go meet seniors in their home. We're not able to deliver food. We're not able to do food bank. We're not able to do community dining without volunteers. We don't deliver on our mission without them.
Now that you learned a lot more about Sound Generations, hopefully you know we can't do this without your support. You're a vital part of our success. So now we need you to give big. We know you had a dollar amount in mind coming in tonight. I want you to stretch a little bit more. Help us make a difference to all of the older adults and adults with disabilities in King County. So please, give big, give often, give now. Thank you.
Wasn't that just amazing? Our volunteers are such rock stars. I just want to say thanks again to all our volunteers. And like Jim said, give big and give often. Don't be afraid to make a couple of gifts throughout this broadcast. Now let's swing it back over to our extraordinaire so the auction fun can begin. Bitter fingers, get ready. Back to you, Nelson.
Thanks, Brittany, and thanks, Jim, and all the volunteers. What an amazing, I love that video. It gives such a great snapshot into why we're here tonight, raising funds for Sound Generations. Well, we're going to have a little fun, and this is called Restaurant Frenzy. Yes, Restaurant Frenzy. Here's how it works, friends. We have several restaurant gift cards for you, and every dollar you spend above fair market value is a tax-deductible donation to Sound Generations. And I'm super excited about the first items that we have tonight. The very first one is a $100 gift card to Anthony's Pier 66 restaurant. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to put 2 minutes on the clock, and that means that 2 minutes from right now, we will be closing out these next Restaurant Frenzy items. So Anthony's Pier 66 is the first one. It's $100 to Anthony's with locations throughout the Puget Sound, including Gig Harbor and Bremerton. And you get a chance to go to this is for Pier 66 right down on the waterfront, $100, but spend $200, spend $300. Remember, every dollar you spend funds important, crucial community building, transportation, and food programs for our seniors here in King County. So bid on that, Anthony's Pier 66 $100 gift card, and also we have a $150 gift card to the legendary Pink Door right here in downtown Seattle. So Brittany and I are coming to you live from the Grand Hyatt Hotel. of course, we miss seeing you all in person, but the great news is we're just a stone's throw from the Pink Door. So the Pink Door is located right in the heart of Pike Place Market. It is fabulous Italian food. They have one of the best patios, the lanai, if you will, out there in all of downtown Seattle, a great spot. This is a $150 gift card to the Pink Door, located in the heart of the Pike Place Market. And that item, as well as the $100 to Anthony's Pier 66, closing in just a few moments. And I'm going to make a dramatic announcement, and then we'll have a 10-second countdown timer. So get in there as the bids climb and make those bids. And that's at that bit.ly link, and it's bit.ly/GoldenGala21. Hop in there, and you can make your bids on these Restaurant Frenzy items. So here we go. We're down to just the final 10 seconds in this first Restaurant Frenzy. Pier 66 at Anthony's at Pier 66 at $100. Look at that. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second, and the Restaurant Frenzy's closed. And we'll be back in a moment with an update on those lucky Restaurant Frenzy top bidders. And now, friends, it's time for the live auction. Live auction. Okay, so wanted to let you know, in our live auction tonight, we have several items. They are closing in just a few minutes. They also just opened. So if you haven't yet bid on these items or been to the online auction, you want to go there and make your bids now in real time. And the first item that I'm going to tell you about is spectacular, very, very rare, and it is the Total Romance Package at the Herb Farm Restaurant, the legendary Herb Farm located right there in Woodinville. Woodinville's wine country, home to the Herb Farm. It is the ultimate Northwest getaway. The lucky winner will enjoy a 9-course dinner for 2 with matched wines and an overnight stay at the Herb Farm's Romantic Suite. So that's item number 1, available to bid right now. Remember, 9-course meal. And then item number 2 is the always popular and very rare and hard to find Alaska Airlines flight to anywhere for 2 people. That's round-trip coach fare, unlimited, no blackout dates, and you can go anywhere in the Alaska Airlines systems. They fly all over the U.S. They fly to, hang on, I'm getting late-breaking information. They fly to Mexico, Hawaii, Puerto Rico, and we want you to remember, if you're trying to find these items, you need to scroll all the way down. So hop onto that online platform at Greater Giving, and you're going to scroll. You get to see, it's kind of like they make you go through the gift shop after a museum. We make you go by all of the auction items because we want you to see how many ways there are to support Sound Generations. As you get scrolling towards the bottom, you'll find these fabulous virtually almost live items. So they're virtual in the sense that you're bidding online, but we're going to sell them out tonight during the show. So as we scroll, I'm going to go to my second monitor. I have a second monitor here with the Greater Giving information on it, and I'm going to give you a little update. So that first item, remember, is Herb Farm, and the Herb Farm is a item that's up for 2. So right now, bidding, holy cow, it's a screaming deal. Bidding's at just $745 on that Herb Farm item, and that's a bargain at twice the price. It's the most unbelievable experience that you've ever enjoyed, culinarily speaking. And also, we've got those Alaska Airline tickets for 2. Anywhere they fly, that's a $2,500 value, friends. Bidding currently at just $1,000. So get out there and make those bids. That's item number 403 and item 404 in your online catalog. Those items will be closing in just a few minutes. And we are thrilled to have the support of both the Herb Farm and Alaska Airlines, because when you bid on these fabulous auction items, you are helping Sound Generations deliver programs to people who need the help. Our aging community members, north, south, east, and west. There is a true need out there, but the great news is that you're on it and you're helping us. So thank you for that. And for those of you in a position to give in a big way and make that meaningful gift, press on that Raise Your Paddle Donate Today purple button. And we'll be doing that officially a little bit later. But at any time during this program, if you want to make a gift to Sound Generations, push on that button, and that'll get you to the determine gift amounts, and if you want a custom amount, or if you would like to give a custom amount, you can do that. So super excited about the fundraising tonight. We're going to be back with an update, but those items are now live. All of the live auction items, they're live now. Get to the bottom of that list of items, make your bids, and we're going to shift gears a little bit as you're working on those bids, and that is the point where we're going to bring Brittany back to the stage, and we're going to talk a little bit about a very, very important award that you're going to share.
Absolutely. Thank you, Nelson. It's our Lifetime Achievement Award. We have been giving this award since 2002 to over 15 different individuals. They have all been individuals from the field of aging who have been amazing examples of aging themselves, of aging well themselves. This year is no different. There was no doubt in our minds who we wanted to honor. This individual and his company have been pivotal in making sure Sound Generations had critical funds, marketing and promotion backing during key events, and a solid partner in advocating for increased funding for aging adults. When the pandemic hit last year and we wanted to launch a new campaign during Older Americans Month, he and his company were front and center in making sure that not only was the inaugural year a success, but that we had a platform to show how one's aging journey is vastly changing. So therefore, so should the narrative and illustrations associated with it. I am honored to announce the 2021 recipient of the Lifetime Achievement Award is Dwayne J Clark, founder and CEO of Aegis Living. Here he is with a special message.
Good evening. I'm Dwayne Clark, and I want to thank Sound Generations for bestowing this incredible Lifetime Achievement Award on me. I also want to acknowledge Sound Generations for the incredible work that they do for over 300,000 seniors in our area. I apologize for not being there in person tonight. I understand the theme is Studio 54. I would have loved to have got my dancing shoes on and cut a rug with all of you. You know, when the pandemic happened, we found that many, many seniors were isolated in their homes, terrified to go to the grocery store, to get their medicine at the pharmacist, to go for their checkups, to deal with a variety of medical conditions. And my heart went out to these people. Many of them, would call Aegis and say, is there any way you could help me? And they were essentially isolated. It was almost like we'd had a natural disaster go through our county, like a hurricane or a storm or something, and stranded these people in their homes. These vulnerable people, these people that have contributed so much to our society, to our city, to our county, and we need to honor them. And I'm delighted that the Aegis staff stepped up, as well as Bartell Drugs, and we went out and we raised over $320,000 in a matter of a few weeks to give assistance to these people in partnership with Sound Generations to get them the services they need. We care for thousands of residents of Aegis Living. And one of the things I'm constantly reminded about is what a wealth of knowledge, a repository of knowledge that these seniors have. They are incredible human beings that have created the foundation of our lives today, the mark they've made on our education system, on our history, in our schools, and in our business, and so on. And we have an obligation, we have a duty to honor them and care for them and do as much as we can for them. So I thank all of you for recognizing me with this Lifetime Achievement Award. I couldn't be more honored. And I will certainly share this with all the good people that helped me win this award and all our residents. So many blessings to all of you. Stay safe in these COVID times and know that we're all here to support you. Thank you so much.
Dwayne is just so fabulous. Are you all having a good time and ready to give big? I sure do hope so. We will now take a few minutes to remember what has brought us all together this evening. Our clients, known and unknown, need your support now. No one deserves to be isolated, lonely, or hungry. Yet sadly, this pandemic has highlighted just that. and why organizations like Sound Generations exist for older adults and adults with disabilities. This year, we wanted to specifically highlight our community dining program due to its 56% growth in meals served in 2020. The program is comprised of 19 dining sites that pre-pandemic were congregate meal sites to increase socialization and peer connections. Most of them now function as congregate and delivery and to-go meal services. And what makes these programs so unique is that each site caters the meals to the cultural and ethnic groups represented by the individuals that frequent those sites. That's just so wonderful. So that said, we have seen a huge increase in marginalized and underserved populations of older adults accessing those meals, while also showing and needing more than just a meal. Currently, there are no senior centers that make assisting East African seniors a priority. We see a need to expand our robust senior programming for those who present seen and unseen needs beyond a meal in this community. With your support this evening, we hope to raise over $225,000 that's needed in seed money to launch phase 1 of programming. Please enjoy this video that shows how community dining provides such a diverse and inclusive services to aging adults, followed by a wonderful message from one of our community dining participants.
That first word, community, the community and community dining is the most important part of it. People coming here and being able to connect as a group, to be able to laugh and share stories over a meal.
It's very important because some of the people, that's the only well-balanced meals that they have.
Customer, and they open the dining, and everybody smiling and talking, and nice food, of course.
It's important for us to feel connected to each other, and places like this allow us to gather, and eating together is a big draw.
One of the challenges that we've had with the pandemic is it forced us to deliver these meals to individuals' homes and exasperating the challenges that they were having with isolation. And now things are opening back up. We're able to have people come back out, have a nice meal, congregate and interact with individuals they haven't seen, and at the same time have a nice, nutritious meal.
We offer an array of services, even during COVID-19. While our doors were locked, we continued to serve our community by providing 3 different food security programs. One was known as the To-Go Community Dining, and each day we made a hot, freshly cooked meal. It was home delivered to the homes of the seniors. At our peak, we were at 175 homes we were delivering to each day. We enlisted a great partnership with Washington State National Guardsmen and have had on hand 4 guardsmen that come in each morning, prep the food, package it, and then leave on the Hyde shuttle buses to home deliver these meals. They've not only provided that service, but there are eyes and ears in the community relaying back to us each day if they detect that a senior is experiencing any challenges, physical, emotional, through the social isolation or inability to resource the services they need.
What community dining does is food is just critical. It's critical in a community sense and for bringing people together. Community dining brings folks together to share a meal, which helps people get to see other people, and it also brings nutrition and the ability to spend time with other people and to get out of the isolation of being home alone.
I'm a senior community member that participates in the meal program with Kawabe House. And it was only recently, last summer, that I found out that Sound Generation was also behind the support of Kawabe House, the meal plans. I would be invited to Kawabe House and gathered around the table to have Japanese meals. It was an opportunity to get out of the house, to drive somewhere that was open, an opportunity to go out, get good meals, sponsored by Sound Generations.
It makes a difference. And not only that, it will give them a chance to get out and to be with other people here when they come here for lunch. That's very important. And they'll sit there and they'll socialize and they'll talk. And that's a good social hour with them.
Laugh and share over a meal, tell stories. Coming out of a pandemic where many of us have been isolated, it's a great expression of what our mission is.
I think it's great that there is support in the community to reflect the community and cultural differences in our city. They're sensitive to the needs of the people that they serve.
And now to share a few words, please welcome Gordon.
Hi, I'm Gordon Sada, and I just wanted to talk to you about some of the experiences I've had with Sound Generations. Initially, I was involved with Sound Generations with their enhanced fitness program, and then on occasion I would be invited to the Kawabe House to eat with the residents of that senior living home for a Japanese meal. During the pandemic, they started providing takeout services and would be able to transfer meals at the door so that there was not any contamination. And basically, dining out became the only way to take out, and that made me have an opportunity to have Japanese food versus my normal chili, clam chowder sandwiches that I might make myself during this time of isolation. So although we didn't get to meet with the residents, the food was available and always available to provide our meals. Two of the examples of that is one of the samples that they showed in the video was making barazushi, which is they had 35 cups of rice made for feeding the masses, and it was mixing the vinegar and sugar mixture, which I remember as a child, my job was to fan the hot rice as it was being mixed. And although that might sound like an odd combination of vinegar and sugar and rice, that is the basis of all the sushi rice, which is now very popular. In addition, another story on that is on oysters. One day that it was taken off the menu, and that was my personal favorite, just being able to have oysters. And I was told that it was eliminated from the menu because oysters were no longer available in the supply cycle for being washed and cleaned. And I was actually just really taken aback to find out that they were using fresh oysters when they could, and that was part of the protein that was used, and all of the protein used, whether it be salmon, mackerel, cod, was all fresh, freshly cooked and prepared in a very loving and caring fashion that provided our meals for the community. I've subsequently learned that in South Park Community Center, again sponsored by Sound Generation, they have a meal plan that's more focused for the Hispanic populations. So I think it was just nice to be able to have an organization that understands our diverse community and is trying to meet those needs. I've often wondered how they are funded, and now I'm right in front of you, although we're virtual. And this is part of the giving program that we're trying to do. And I think Sound Generation is a program that does it right. It does it right from a standpoint of an exercise program for seniors to keep them healthy and to monitor that progress as they continue. I was involved in setting up a program in the Japanese community, and that subsequently became a virtual program at South Park Community Center. For the Japanese program, for the meal program, I now am involved with that from a standpoint of a participant myself. So they've done it right, and I appreciate your gift today to support the seniors in our own community. Thank you.
Well, thank you, Gordon. Thank you so much for your volunteer work and for sharing your story tonight. And friends, there he is, Gordon Sada. And what an important role that Gordon and people just like Gordon play at Sound Generations. Well, here's an opportunity for you all tuning in to play an exceptionally important role tonight. So this is our virtual Raise the Paddle moment, and I wanted to let everybody know that tonight, as we mentioned earlier, this is a fundraiser. So if you're watching at home with a group of friends, at a watch party with family perhaps, this is the time to get out that small device, the phone or the tablet, and you want to go to that giving link, and you will click on the all-important button on the right. It's a little purple button, and it's a virtual Raise the Paddle button. Click on that, and there are pre-established giving levels. And I wanted to let you know that tonight, officially, we are starting at the $25,000 level. But before we start there, I just wanted to let everybody know that's more of a guideline than a rule. So if there's a number on your heart above 25,000, or who knows, it could be 50,000, $100,000, whatever number is outrageously generous that works for you, please consider making that special gift tonight to Sound Generations. Those culturally appropriate meals, the transportation, the connection to community are all so crucial. So, friends, now's the time to make those gifts. So we're officially starting at the $25,000 level, and I have a super exciting announcement tonight, don't we? Brittany, I feel like you should be making this announcement.
Why, thank you, Nelson.
Sure.
Absolutely. This just in. Our longtime friend, Miss Jeannie Nordstrom and Bruce Nordstrom, have gotten us started off right with a $25,000 donation.
Yes!
So thank you, Jeannie and Bruce Nordstrom, for your continued support over the years.
So generous. The Nordstrom, just great community supporters, and thank you for that incredible lead gift of $25,000. And if you're in a position to join Jeannie and Bruce Nordstrom at that $25,000 level, now is the time to make that gift. We have, friends, a giving thermometer, and in real time, we hope that our giving thermometer will update, and we'll have a chance to share that with you. The giving link is right there on your screen. That's the bit.ly/GoldenGala21, and then when you get to that link, to that web address, you're going to raise your paddle, donate today. That's the name of the button. So that's how you make your gifts. Thank you, Jeannie and Bruce Nordstrom, for your incredible $25,000 gift. Also, we're going to just, like popcorn, as the gifts come in, Brittany, she's going to just, we've got a second screen over here, friends, and we're going to just look at that screen and we'll read off names. So
yes.
Go ahead, Brittany. Who do we have making those gifts?
Yes, we must thank Clyde. Nell and Sinai, Sampana for your $1,000 gift.
And look, Mary Doe is in for a donation, and Ann Nadro. Thank you, Ann, for that $300 gift tonight. That's outstanding. Well, we're going to continue on our giving levels, but remember, friends, I mentioned it earlier, any amount at any time. Now we're on to the $5,000 giving level, and to put that in perspective, that offers 1 month of respite care for 10 unpaid caregivers facing the incredible burnout that comes along with this pandemic that we've had. You hear about it in the news every day, and this gift can help set those caregivers up for brighter days ahead. It's just so much work. It's so hard, and there are times where you just feel like, oh my gosh, Brittany, how am I going to go on?
You're going to go on because you're going to call Sound Generations, and we're going to offer you support and assistance on your caregiving journey. Oh, huge thank you to Paul Sivison for your $500 gift.
Yeah.
Thank you, Anita Betcho, for your $500 gift, and Deb Wallen at $250. Oh, Wendy Graff, thank you for your $1,000 gift. This is wonderful to see the outpouring of support from everyone in the community.
Well, it sure is, Brittany. We're going to continue our giving quest, and tonight we're going to move on to that $2,500 giving level. And I wanted to remind everybody that the $2,500 level serves 250 nutritious meals at one of the community dining sites. So West Seattle, the South End, up north in Shoreline, all over King County, you are making a difference. And I have great news at this giving level of the $2,500 giving level. Friends, this just in, if you are in a position to accept a challenge, we have a $10,000 match at this giving level. So that means the first 4 gifts at the $2,500 giving level will be matched dollar for dollar, Brittany, up to $10,000. So you can give as many times as you'd like at the $2,500 level, but now's the time to make those gifts. And look at that, thermometer is up to nearly $80,000. We're approaching the $80,000 mark tonight, and that is exciting, friends. But we need your help, and we have a match. It's a $2,500 match. First 4 gifts, dollar for dollar, will be matched, and that will result in an additional $10,000 to Sound Generations. Wow, outstanding. That is so exciting. Look at that. Paige Dennison is in for $100. Kimberly Shirley's in. David.
I see you, David. That is our board member.
David, thank you.
Faithful supporter. Thank you for your $3,000 gift.
And that's going to get matched.
That's going to get matched.
That's going to be matched. So thank you, David. Outstanding. And keep those gifts coming, friends. The $2,500 level, remember, dollar for dollar match, and that is for the first 4 gifts at that level. You can make as many $2,500 gifts as you'd like, but those first 4 will be matched dollar for dollar. So make those gifts right now. Remember, friends, that giving link, it's bit.ly/Golden Gala 21. And I wanted to remind people watching tonight, if you want to give in another way, Brittany Blue is your best friend for so many reasons, but if you would like to make a gift of stock, or perhaps you have a donor-advised fund, or you work for a company that does matching funds, Brittany, we can take care of them in so many ways.
We absolutely can.
So make
you know
those
the name
gifts.
of the game. Give me a call or email me, and I'm happy to support you on that giving journey.
That's right. And Joan Donahue, thank you for that. Joanne Donahue. And look at that. Our own CEO, Jim Wigfall.
Jim the man.
Jim's in at $2,500. Thank you, Jim. You are helping. You're helping us help you help others. So thank you for that tonight.
Was a mouthful.
That was a mouthful. It was so complicated I had to unpack it. But Jim, thank you for that. And that's a match. Thanks to our matching fund. That's so exciting. Wow. We're going to continue moving on here at the $1,000 giving level. This provides emergency support to 100 clients who are in crisis. And talk about crisis, friends. We know the last 18 months has challenged all of us in ways we never expected to be challenged. And the fact that we can come together here, live from the Hyatt, and join you at home. We would, of course, love to be in person, but since we can't, we're doing the next best thing. And thank you for spending your Saturday night with us. And we are raising funds for Sound Generations. This is the $1,000 level, and I have another match at this level.
Yes, we do.
And this is exciting, friends. If $2,500 didn't work for you for whatever reason, great news. Maybe $1,000 would work, because we have a $15,000 match. So the first 15 gifts at $1,000 will be matched dollar for dollar for an additional $15,000
Absolutely.
to Sound
You
Generations.
can turn your $1,000 gift into $2K right now.
Right now. So how cool is that? And that's the beauty of the match. It's
Yes.
an opportunity to have your meaningful difference that you want to make. It doubles. That impact is doubled, and that's so crucial. With the transportation, and I love seeing our friends from the National Guard, I mean our heroes, they have come together and they talked about it. They said, you know, we're here making meals. We know how to follow directions. We can take orders, and they do such a great job, and they're reliable. And that's so wonderful. So these are the types of programs that are being funded tonight. So if you can help, hey, look at that.
Thank you, Dad. I see you, Willie Blue. Thank you for your $250 gift.
Willie, your daughter's crushing it tonight. Great job. Thank you for your support, and great job raising an outstanding, awesome leader in the world of nonprofits right here in Seattle, Washington, leading Sound Generations fundraising efforts. So Brittany, you're doing a great job. Thank you for everything that you and the team does. Let's hear it for the staff out there. We have this great volunteer group that's here tonight.
Absolutely.
So outstanding.
Oh, thank you, Carla Calagaro, another board member, for your $1,000 gift. That is now $2,000. Thank you.
Outstanding. We're going to continue. So remember, those matching levels, $2,500 and the $1,000 level. We're going to move on to our $500 level to let you know that the $500 giving level delivers 50 nutritious meals and wellness checks to homebound clients. And that is so important, right?
Absolutely. We have so many individuals who tell us time and time again, I don't know what I would do if it weren't for the Meals on Wheels, because that program is serving homebound older adults and individuals who have just come home from a recent injury and they just are unable to cook. So being able to get those meals delivered that they can warm up at their convenience makes a huge difference in the quality of their well-being. So thank you, thank you.
That's right. Friends, thank you. You're doing a great job tonight. Keep those gifts coming. The giving makes a difference. And we talk about goals, we talk about raising money, but we're actually talking about people. These are real people, real community members. These are our friends, our families, our neighbors, and they need your help right here, right now, tonight. So thank you for what you're doing.
Thank you, Trish Priest, for your $1,000 contribution. Cha-ching.
Trish,
That's
cha-ching.
$2,000.
That's $2,000, Trish.
Let's keep this energy going, everyone.
Keep it going. So some other giving levels, I wanted to let folks watching at home know that we have a giving level for everybody. So whether it's $500, perhaps it's $365, just $1 a day to make a meaningful difference to the aging community and disabled folks right here in King County. It's so important. So that's the $1 a day level, $365 for the year. If you want to give $365 a day, you can do that.
Or you can be like our newest board member, Mr. Tracy Powers, and give $500. Thank you, Tracy.
Well done, Tracy Powers. Way to step up in your board service. Wow, we are over $90,000 tonight raised for Sound Generations. There's a $250 giving level. There's a $100 giving level. There's a $50 giving level. Give any amount at any time because, friends, every dollar counts and makes a big, big difference here at Sound Generations. The $250, if you want to know what does my money go towards, well, I'm here to tell you that it purchases 500 food containers for safe delivery to the clients. The food delivery game has changed. I mean, you see it every day. The people park their car in the middle of the street and they run up with Uber Eats. Well, Sound Generations is like Uber Eats for aging adults, and it's so fantastic. They are committed, they're dedicated, they're efficient, and they rock it.
Thank you, Osama. Even former employees are getting in on the game. Thank you, Osama, for your $100 gift tonight.
That is huge. Yeah, if you want to give a gift of any amount at any time, Craig Sadler in for $250. Thank you, Craig. That is fantastic.
I just want to say, I love our board of directors. The way they are stepping up and continuing to give additional gifts is just phenomenal and amazing, and just speaks to the type of individuals who are serving on our board. Thank you, board.
Yeah, the board members, the volunteers, the staff, everybody involved. It's just so, and all the community partners, right? There's so much collaboration and community that is really at the essence of what Sound Generations is all about. Well, we are going to have an update for you shortly on our Greater Giving Thermometer. We're getting up near 100,000 in the giving thermometer, which is terrific. So well done. Keep those gifts coming. I have an announcement, and I want to be totally transparent. We have heard from you tonight regarding the auction. This is the auction announcement. We have heard from you that you're having it's been challenging to find all of the items that I've been talking about to bid on. So I have some great news. Because Sound Generations is nimble like a cat, we are going to keep the live auction and the restaurant frenzy items open that we haven't yet closed up until 9 o'clock tonight. So what does that mean? That means Anthony's Pier 66 item closed, that restaurant frenzy. That was the $100 gift card. And we have a winner on that, I believe. And I'm going to give you that name in a moment. So I wanted to let you know that that restaurant frenzy winner for the Anthony's restaurant, I'm going to have that name in just a moment. But the other items, so Pink Door and all the other items that I talk about, we're going to close those tonight at 9 p.m. So most of those items are located at the bottom of the auction catalog, the digital auction catalog. Scroll to the bottom. As well as all of the live auction items that I talk about, those are located at the bottom. Tonight until 9 o'clock. So next up, the restaurant frenzy items that I'll talk about now, closing tonight at 9 o'clock. We have a $250 gift card to El Gaucho. That has been added to our list. You can bid on that. Remarkable steakhouse and fine dining experience right here in Seattle. Such great community supporters. $250 gift card to El Gaucho, and that will close tonight at 9 o'clock. Hop in there and bid on that. And then we have another fabulous auction item, and a restaurant frenzy item. And that item, as we scroll that a little bit further in our program tonight, we've got a $250 El Gaucho gift card, and we have a spectacular $200 gift card to Ray's Boathouse. Ray's Boathouse right at Shill Shoal, Ray's Cafe, or the fabulous Ray's Dining Room on the water right there at the entrance to the Ballard Locks, a great way to support Sound Generations. So as a reminder, those are closing tonight, 9 p.m. That's a $250 gift card to El Gaucho or a $200 gift card to Ray's Boathouse. And as a reminder, every dollar you spend above fair market value is a tax-deductible donation. You could spend $500 and you're going to get the $250 gift card to El Gaucho. The other $250, you can take it as a tax write-off, depending on your tax situation. I'm not a tax accountant, but consult yours and make sure you're doing it the right way. Okay, so those are the next two restaurant frenzy items. And now, the next live auction item, closing tonight at 9 o'clock, that I'm going to talk about is item number 3, and this is spectacular. Thanks to our friends at Ben Bridge, these are diamond earrings, an open marquee-shaped diamond earrings with diamonds totaling 0.4 carat weight, set in spectacular 14-karat gold. These are diamond earrings from Ben Bridge. That's live auction item number 3, and that closes tonight at 9 o'clock. The next item to discuss is live auction item number 4. And live auction item number 4, 7 nights in Puerto Vallarta, where you will experience the world's most beautiful scenery at Paradise Village Resort in Puerto Vallarta, Mexico. This package includes El Tigre Golf Course, Bahia de Banera's most beautiful beaches, spectacular swimming pools, a beautiful marina, world-class international cuisine. It's all nestled among natural lagoons, and there is, of course, a world-class spa. And that is item number 4, the Puerto Vallarta escape for 1 full week. Auction item number 5, not to be outdone, is a terrific opportunity to support Sound Generations as you sail away on a 7-day cruise for 2 on the Holland America cruise of your choice. The 2 travelers will share the same stateroom for up to 7 days in length to a variety of destinations you get to pick. Your journey includes extraordinary dining, spacious staterooms, and elegant surroundings. The certificate has no expiration date, so you could book your cruise for a time that works for you. And remember, Holland America sails to fabulous destinations such as Alaska, the Caribbean, Mexico, or Canada and New England. That's the St. Lawrence Seaway, such a spectacular cruising destination in the fall. So those are items 4, 5, and 6 in our live auction. Closing tonight at what time, Brittany?
9 p.m.
That's correct, 9 p.m. on those closes. So here she is. Welcome back, Brittany.
Thanks, Nelson. He's doing such a wonderful job. He is the epitome of pivoting. He has had to pivot, but he wanted to because he wanted you to know that we hear you, we see you, we want to make sure everyone has a good time this evening. Now let's take a break and get groovy and bust a move while we enjoy a medley of disco tunes that include I Will Survive, a disco classic from a powerhouse trio of divas that can sing. Not sing, I said sang. So take it away, Diva Tech.
At first I was afraid, I was petrified, kept thinking I could never live without you by my side. But then I spent so many nights thinking how you did me wrong, and I grew strong, and I learned how to get along. Turn the beat around, love to hear percussion, turn it upside down. Love to hear percussion, love to hear it. Your horns, your shots are pretty, your violins keep moving to the nitty-gritty. When you hear the scratch of the guitar scratching, then you know that rhythm causes all the action. Whoa, you turn the beat around, love to hear percussion, turn it upside down. Love to hear percussion. Walk out the door. Just turn around now, 'cause you're not welcome anymore. Weren't you the one who tried to hurt me? Why did you think I'd promo? Did you think I laid out and died? No, no, not it. I will survive. Oh, as long as I know how to love, I know stay alive. I've got all my life to live, and I've got all my love to give, and I'll survive. I will survive. We are family. Oh, yeah. I got all my sisters with me. We are family. Get up, everybody, and sing. We are family. Give 'em up, y'all. I got all my sisters with me. We are family. Get up, everybody, and sing.
Amazing, amazing. You all didn't see what we saw. We was really tearing up the floor.
Yeah, we're going to have to replace the rug right here because we just cut a rug. Yeah, I think the phrase is put a dip in your hip and a glide in your stride, Brittany. That was cool. Thank you. Wow. Well, friends, how do you follow Diva Tech?
You don't.
No, you really don't. But in this case, we're going to. We're going to follow Diva Tech, but to remind everybody that the giving window remains open. So if you'd like to give tonight, continue giving. Give again. Give as often and as you're able, and we appreciate your support of Sound Generation. So a reminder about some additional restaurant cards tonight. We have a very prime opportunity to ascend, to have a lofty experience at Ascend Steakhouse in Bellevue. That's a $300 gift card to Ascend Steak and Sushi in Bellevue, high atop one of the buildings there in Bellevue. Just an amazing, amazing restaurant experience. Also, a $200 gift card to Daniel's Broiler, located at South Lake Union and Leshigh, I believe. And that can be used, well, gosh, you could have a lot of fun at any of these restaurants with a gift card. I mean,
Yes, you can.
And
Daniel's
since we're-
is a staple in the Seattle community.
yes, and since we're all about food tonight and nutrition and feeding our community, this is a symbolic way to support Sound Generations, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Well, Brittany, back to you.
Thanks, Nelson. All this talk about great restaurants and food makes me feel like it's a great moment to highlight one of our amazing partners that we've garnered this year. Hagen Woodinville Grocery Store has chosen Sound Generations as their nonprofit beneficiary of the Hagen Foundation Heroes for Hunger campaign. They see the great work we are doing to provide nutritious meals to our aging neighbors, which aligns with their desire to be part of the solution to end hunger in our community by nourishing our neighbors. I must say, they do a wonderful job of providing fresh, nutritious food themselves. Their bakery, produce, and meat department are top-notch. They are definitely worth the scenic drive. Check out this special message from Hagen Woodinville.
At Hagen, we recognize genuine quality, and we partner with passionate local farmers, producers, and fishers that have dedicated themselves to supplying the best fresh, sustainable, and organic food. Hagen shares their goals for excellence and quality. And together, we form a community that is authentically Northwest Fresh. Hagen, Northwest Fresh since 1933.
Well, thank you, Hagens. And Brittany, little known fact, I actually used to work in Woodinville way back in the day. And Hagen Foods was the place to go for lunch. We went there all the time.
I'm saying, have you had their pizza?
I've had the pizza. I lived at the deli. I lived at the salad bar. And yeah, my wife was like, you know, I was looking at the credit card slip and I noticed that you were at Hagen's a lot. Where's all the groceries? And I was like, oh, honey, that was lunch.
Oh, yes, deliberately so. Like, seriously, everyone, take a scenic trip. The bakery, their cakes and cupcakes, because I am a cupcake connoisseur, are amazing. So take the drive, visit your local Hagen Foods, specifically Hagen Woodinville, because they're supporting us.
That's right. Well, thank you, Hagens, and thanks to each and every one of you for your support tonight. And I wanted to let you know about a few more auction items that will be closing tonight at 9 o'clock. Well, item number 6, 7 nights in Cortona, Italy, right in the heart of Tuscany. This is the Tuscan Hill Country, and you will enter the lovely Casa Amorino, a beautiful one-bedroom private villa, and you enter through the garden and the patio area. It's just spectacular. There's a spiral staircase, and it just feels like you are in the heart of Tuscany. And great news, friends, there's lots of wine nearby, fabulous food. Cortona is a hill town, so you'll be enjoying yourself, hiking to and fro, wine, food, and so many other opportunities. This is a great way to support Sound Generation. So that's item number 6, 7 nights in Cortona, Italy. That's Tuscany. Next up, live auction item number 7, 7 nights in Palm Springs, California. Well, you'll be staying in a 1-bedroom or a studio for up to 4 people, and that's 2 adults and 2 children. You'll choose between 2 resorts, Vista Mirage Resort or the Oasis Resort. There are numerous golf courses nearby, swimming pools, tennis courts. Hiking in Palm Springs is incredible. The mountains are just behind